Sleigh bells ringing, diamonds blinging, carols singing.
Hi friends, it's Gwen. Welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would do a video that I did before that you guys loved, and I'm going to be going through my Goodreads and possibly changing some of my star ratings. I don't know if I'm going to change anything. Maybe I will, maybe I won't, but we're going to find out together. The reason why I even do this, it's the end of the year. I'm going to have to start thinking about my favorite books of the year, my least favorite books of the year. And sometimes going through all of the books gives me a better idea of all of the books that I read this year and which ones are at the highest in my head and which ones are not. Sometimes a book grows on me. I can't stop thinking about it. Maybe I read it in March, but I'm still thinking about it today. So we're just going to go through the 192 books that I have read so far this year and find out if I want to change any of those ratings. And we're going to do it together. So I do have a paper here, changed ratings, because in my bullet journal, I do keep a list of all of my stats, including my ratings of each book that I read. And later this month, I am hoping to do a reading stats video of the year. And I don't want those stats to be wrong, of course. So I will need to make some adjustments if I do change any of my ratings. And I'm willing to change any ratings of any book. I'm willing to lower ratings. I'm willing to raise ratings. So, are you ready to get started? I am. So, let's do this. Okay, sharing screen. I'm going to be down here in the corner. Here is my Goodreads. I'm currently reading Peace Over Perfection and The Spell Shop. And I can show you, I think this way is the reading challenge, that I have read 192 books of 100. So I set my goal at 100. I've read 192 books as of today. I am filming this, of course, a little bit early. But yeah. Okay. So there's the books, but we're going to go back. We're going to go to, let's see, read books, and we're going to have to scroll back to January 1st of this year. So takes a little bit of time to get back there, but I'm curious, do you guys ever go back and change your ratings? Let me know in the comment section if you do. Also, let me know if you keep like your stats like separate from like Goodreads or the Story Graph or Fable. I do keep mine in a bullet journal. So, wow. Okay, I have gone too far. I was just zooming. Okay. Let me see. Okay, here we go. The first book that I reread, because I usually do a favorite reread for my first book of the year. So the first one that I reread was The Collected Regrets of Clover. So I read it back in September of last year, and I read it at January of this year, and it is a 5-star read. I will never change that rating. The Engagement Party by Darby Kane, I gave 3 stars. Sounds good to me. Good Girls Don't Die by Christina Henry, 2 stars. Maybe I should tell you what my star ratings mean. So 5 stars to me can mean that maybe it's not a perfect book, but it was like a 5-star feeling experience for me personally. 4 stars means I really, really liked it. It was basically a 5 stars, but I didn't get that feeling. 3 stars means I really enjoyed the book. 2 stars means I thought it was okay. And 1 stars means I did not like it. So a lot of people, when they see a 2-star rating for me, they're like, oh, I'm not going to read that book. But 2 stars for me means I thought it was okay. It was fine. It was fine. You might like it. It was fine. But I more didn't like it than did like it, if that makes sense. So, all right. So yes, when I say Good Girls Don't Die, there are some people that may like that book. I just thought it was okay. Divine Rivals, I gave 4 stars to. And I read this for my in-person book club. And then there were none. I gave 4 stars to. Let's see. The Naturals All In, book 3. And The Naturals, yes, absolutely 5 stars. Bad Blood, I gave 4, and 12, the little novella 3. That all sounds good. One of Our Own, 4 stars. That was a really good audiobook, you guys. If you're looking for something quick to read here at the end of the year, this is a good one to read. I read a couple Lauren Asher books, Terms and Conditions and Final Offer. I stand by this. The first book I rated 3 stars. The second book I rated 4 stars. And then the third and final book I rated 5 stars. Happiness for Beginners. Oh, that was such a good book. 5 stars. The humor was top notch. How to Walk Away. 4 stars. I feel good with that. Then I read this Improbable Meet Cute collection. So the first book was The Exception to the Rule. 5 stars. Rosie and the Dreamboat by Sally Thorne. I gave 3 stars. But honestly, it was probably a 2, or 2.5, but I'll go with 3. I'll keep a 3. The Worst Wingman Ever, I gave a 4, and that was the one by Abby Jimenez, which made me sad. Royal Valentine, I was so surprised by, because I had never read anything by Sarai Wilson. That was a 5. With Any Luck was a 4. Drop Cover and Hold On was my least favorite. And if you look at the ratings of these, you can see that most people gave this a low rating. I'm surprised Royal Valentine has that low of a rating. Like, I loved that one. Okay, Ruthless Vows, I just gave 3 stars to, because I didn't really, it was fine. It was good. I enjoyed it, but it just wasn't what I was hoping for it to be. Bet the Farm, 3 stars. No One Can Know, 4 stars. Sunny Makes Her Case. I love this middle grade graphic novel series. The Clinic, also 4 stars. I feel good with that. All the Dark Places, 3 stars. You with a View, 3 stars. What Waits in the Woods, 3 stars. Ghost Roast, 3 stars. Another graphic novel. Let's see. Happiness Falls. I actually liked this one a lot better than her other book, Miracle Creek. I think I gave that one 2 or 3 stars, and I gave this one 4 stars. The Women, standout favorite of the year as a vet myself. I absolutely loved this. Built to Last. Ooh, I think that's the first one I'm going to change. So I'm going to change from a 4 to a 3 on that, because I don't really remember that book that much. I feel like 4 stars and 5 stars, I have to pretty much remember a lot of the story. Source-Align, I gave 3 stars. The second one, I gave 2 stars. End of Story was 2 stars. Misfit Mansion, 4 stars. I wonder why I didn't give that 5. I'm sure there was a reason. Heartless Prince, I absolutely did not like that book. Picasso, a 3. Cody, a 4. Blackwater, a 2. Beginning of the End, a 2. I think Beginning of the End should have been a part of End of Story, because that's like a little novella that's at the back of the book, but it should have just been a part of the regular story, and I might have rated it higher had it been all combined. Donuts and Doom, 3 stars. Heartstopper Volume 5, 5 stars. Bear, 4 stars. Space Boy, 3 stars. New Kid, 3 stars. The Wishing Game, 3 stars. More Than a Little, 3 stars. This Isn't Happening, 3 stars. Murder on the Orient Express, 5 stars. Loved it so much. Annie Bot, 3 stars. Good Girl Complex, 3. Murder Road, 3. Only If You're Lucky, 3. First Lie Wins, I gave 4 stars. The Favorites, I gave 2. The Catch, I gave 3. Picking Daisies on Sundays, I gave 4. The Hunger Games, I gave 5. I did reread the trilogy this year, so that's why it's got multiple dates here of being read. Then I read another collection here, the Never Tell collection, and this was pretty bad. The only one I recommend is The Ghostwriter by Lorth Ann White. I gave that 4 stars. And if you liked The Only One Left by Riley Sager, I really think that you would like that short story. Liv Constantine's Everywhere You Look got 2. The Ghostwriter, like I said, got 4. The Other Side of the Road got 3. Scorpions got 2. Jackrabbit's Gang got 1. The Bad Friend got 2. In the Lives of Puppets, read that for my book club. That got 3 stars. This is part of the Getaway collection. I also read that, but it's kind of like broken up here. But this one I did not really like, gave 2 stars. Ready or Not, loved that one. 5-star read. Stockholm, part of the Getaway collection, gave it a 3. Listen for the Lie, I loved that one. I don't know why that one doesn't get more love, but it does have a pretty high rating. But amongst my friends, I feel like it doesn't get enough love. 𝒊𝒏𝒅 got 2 stars. Catch Her in Her Lie, 3 stars. Shell Game, 1 star. I really don't like this author's writing. This is the second book that I've read by them, and I haven't liked either one. I also read this other like historical fiction kind of short story collection. They're kind of broken up as well. I see some up here. But let's see. Amelia's Shadow, I liked that one. Gave that 3 stars. It's about like Amelia Earhart. The Mystery Guest, 4 stars. Kill for Me, Kill for You, 5 stars. Wayward, did not like that one. Fallen Grace was a 2. Where You End was a 1. Barriers to Entry, I really liked that one. The June Painting's a 2. The Drowning Woman was a 5 for me. Forgotten Chapter, I liked that one a lot as a 4. Tune In Tomorrow was a 2. Fires to Come was a 3. A Love Song for Ricky Wilde, I gave it 2 stars. I'm really sad. I don't know if this author is for me. That's 2 of her books that people rave about, and what's the one, the June book or whatever. I don't like this author's writing that much, but it was a very interesting premise. It just didn't work for me, but you can see it has a very high average star rating. Expiration Dates, I loved it. Catching Fire, I loved, obviously. Love Interest, I enjoyed that. Secret Garden, I did, when I read it the first time, back in 2016, I gave it 5 stars, but when I reread it this time, I only gave it 4 stars. Keeping Lucy, I gave 2. I read that for my in-person book club. Abby Jimenez, 5-star for Just for the Summer. Funny story. I did like this story. I know 3 stars may seem low, but I did like it, but it just wasn't, it didn't hit the mark for me. Darling Girls was a 4. Burntown, this is an odd one. I think I want to lower my rating on that from a 3 to a 2. It was strange. Okay. Diavola, I did not like. You Know What You Did, it was okay. The Garden, it was okay. Happy Medium, I gave it 4 because I really, really liked it, but it didn't have that like feeling, so that's a 4. And then Swiped was a 5 for me. I had never read anything by this author before. I hadn't heard anything about this book. I just thought this was like so fast paced and so good. First Love Essays on Friendship, a 2. Mockingjay, I gave a 4, which feels accurate. The Mindfuck series also gave a 4. Ransom Road, I gave a 3. That feels right. Hooked, a 3. My Dark Romeo, a 4. Does It Hurt, a 1. Butcher and Blackbird, a 4. This Summer Will Be Different, a 4. Everyone Is Watching by Heather Gudenkauf, I gave a 3. The Rachel Incident, I gave a 2. That was another book club pick. The Last Murder at the End of the World, I gave a 3, but I definitely do want to read more books by this author. Love Unwritten, a 5, Chasing the Boogeyman. Yeah, I feel I'm wondering if I wanted to lower it to a 1, but I feel like 2 is okay. The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, a 4. When the Reckoning Comes, I did not like that one. Another partial short story collection. I read 3 of these. 5 stars for People Like Them. I still remember exactly what that story is about. I really, really liked it. The Mosquito was a 3, and Murder at the Royal Ruby a 3. Midsummer Mysteries, I gave it a 2 because it's like a collection of mysteries, and some of them were okay, but for the most part, I did not like them. I think I'll just stick to her full length novels. Middle of the Night, I gave a 3. The Younger Wife, I know that like this isn't, it has like a 3.79. So I know this isn't like a standout favorite for people, but it was for me. I just really, really liked this one. It was a 5-star reading experience. The Paradise Problem, a 4. At First Bite, a 5. A Novel Love Story, 2. I did not like this story. The Missing, a 3. Summer Sisters, a 2. Yeah, I feel good with that. One Perfect Couple, a 4. That sounds good. See How They Run as a 3. The Perfect Play is a 3. How It Ends is a 3. No Kindness Too Soon is a 3. Now these Goosebumps, I do not rate. I leave them unrated, and I'm okay with that. Same Bright Stars, 5 stars. Loved that book so much. Summer Fridays, it could have been a 5, but it was a 4. The Half Sister, a 3. The Guilt Trip, a 3. The Inheritance Game, 5 stars. Another Goosebumps. Two Sides to Every Murder. If you guys aren't reading Danielle Valentine, you're missing out. I've read 3 of her books and I have enjoyed all of them. Let's see. The Blame Game, a 4. What Have You Done? A 4. I'm wondering if it's more of a 3, but I'll stick with a 4. Summer of 69. Okay. 3's fair. 3's fair. Now, The Light Pirate, I have already gone back and raised my rating. I did that the night of the live discussion for Libranauts with Elise. I had initially rated it a 4, but then after the discussion, I was like, no, actually, I can't stop thinking about this book. It's a 5. So I changed it that night. I actually gave my copy of the book that I read to my brother-in-law when he was here visiting. And then I went out and bought myself a brand new copy of the book. So obviously it's a 5. The God of the Woods, guys, I did not like it. It was okay. There were parts that I liked, parts that I didn't. So the Hawthorne Legacy, I gave 4. Educated, a 2. I thought it was okay. Death on the Nile, 3 stars. Summer at the Saint. I really liked this one. So I gave it 4. If You Tell a Lie, 3 stars. Gentle and Lowly, 4 stars. Honey, I did not rate, but I would probably rate it pretty low because the first time I ever read it back in 2020, I did rate the book 1 star. But because I was doing a special project with my podcast and Elizabeth and Summer, and we did an entire like breakdown, analysis, deep dive of this book, talking spoilers, themes, all of the stuff, I was like, I just don't want to rate it a 1 star again because I feel like I did get more out of it the second time, but still throwing like a 2-star rating on it feels a little mean. So I just left it unrated. The Final Gambit gets a 5. Your Table is Ready gets a 3. Lady Killer, a 3. WizKid, a 4. Things You Save in a Fire, a 5. I need to read more Catherine Center, you guys. I love her books. A Fatal Groove and Rhythm and Clues, both 3 stars. Foe got a 3 stars. Wonderland got a 3 stars. Empty Smiles got a 4 stars. Horror Store was awful. I did not like it at all. Prom House, look at this low rating, a 2.83. What? I enjoyed it. I gave it a 3 stars. Like, it's a YA slasher. Is it ridiculous? Yes. Are there holes in the plot? Yes. But it was just so much fun. You can't go into a slasher expecting like a tight, like no holes. Like it's a little bit ridiculous. So I loved that one. I almost want to raise it to a 4, but I'm going to keep it at a 3. The Hitchcock Hotel. I really liked this one. This is one that I feel like I could possibly raise, but I think I'm going to leave it at a 4. Very Sincerely Yours, solid 5 stars. None Shall Sleep, solid. The Haunted Mask, a 4-star. This is the graphic novel version of it. Welcome to Dead House and The Haunted Mask, the Goosebumps version. Did not rate those. So Thirsty, 1 star. Some Shall Break, 5 stars. If you guys have not read this series, the None Shall Sleep sequence, this is book number 1, None Shall Sleep. And then this is the second book, Some Shall Break. You need to get on it. I was a teenage slasher. I didn't really like that. The Ghost of Nameless Island, I gave a 3. It's probably more like a 2. I think I'm going to change that rating from a 3 to a 2. The Ghosts of Nameless Island. I know graphic novels take longer because you have to do the story, you have to do the illustrations, but it just didn't really work for me. It was okay, The Brothers Hawthorne, a 4. We used to live here. I gave it a 4. I do think I want to reread this one at some point, and I might raise my rating, but for my reading experience at the time, a 4-star, because I had not 1 but 2 different book discussions for this book, and I really think I have a greater appreciation for this book now, and I understand things a little bit more now, which is why book discussions are so great. So I think on reread, I probably would raise my rating. I'm not really sure, but for now, it's staying at a 4. The Well-Watered Woman, 5 stars. One Dark Window, 3 stars. Here's another collection I read, the Busybodies collection. So I gave The Reunion Dinner 3, Crime of Fashion 3, Staged 3, A Classic Case 4, and One Lucky Subscriber 3, and The Nosy Neighbor 3. So my favorite one out of the whole collection was the last one by Alicia Thomas. The Long Walk. Yeah, I'm sticking with my 3. Like, I enjoyed it, but it didn't go above that, like, average enjoyment. So, but if you like mysteries, like cozy mysteries, murder mysteries, you need to read this collection, the Busybodies collection. Pet Cemetery, oh my goodness. Also a 3. Oh, these come into my current, most recent reads. A Little Hope, 2 stars. It's crazy. The Resort, 4 stars. Like, it was solid. And then All the Colors of the Dark, also solid with 4 stars. The Most Wonderful Crime of the Year, I'm giving it 5 stars, you guys. 5 stars. But I don't have it here now because I'm going to be talking about this book over on my podcast on December 2nd. So to hear all of my in-depth thoughts on this book, check out my podcast, Talk Bookish to Me. My friend Melissa has read it and will be joining me for the discussion. We're actually recording a couple days from the day of me recording this. So I'm really excited about that discussion. I'm going to rate it 5 stars after the discussion and when I post all of my reviews. And The Grandest Game got 4 stars from me. So, and I will also be discussing this with my Patreon in about a week. So yeah, so that's where we are right now. It's mid-November, so I'm doing this a little early. So you know what? I did amazing. I only have 3 books that I need to change. So I consider that a win. I guess I've just been like really on my A game. So I'm going to change Built to Last from a 4 to a 3. I'm going to change Burntown from a 3 to a 2. And I'm going to change that graphic novel, The Ghosts of Nameless Island, from a 3 to a 2. So, wow, I only needed to change 3 ratings. That's amazing. I'm so proud of myself. And that just means for the rest of the year, I need to really stay vigilant and make sure I'm rating things what I want to rate things. And yeah, I've been doing such a good job. So, thank you guys so much for joining me. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, hit the bell notification because I'm doing Bookmas this year. I'm doing a video every other day all throughout the month of December. And this is just one of those fun videos that I wanted to throw in there because I know everybody enjoyed it when I did this video before. So I'll probably do this every single year unless you guys get sick of it. So let me know what you thought about this video in the comment section down below. But I hope everybody is having a lovely day or night, and I'll see you guys in another video very soon. Bye, friends.